Oh, welcome to a new episode. Episode, I want to say 13 to be exact. Yes. Episode 13 of Gush Talk with the guys. It's me, Screech the God. You can follow me everywhere at SCREECHDAGOD on all platforms. You can follow.
The H.
I did.
Yeah.
Follow me, Screech the God. SCR. What is that?
SCREECHDAGOD. Yes, sir.
Damn.
Screech the God, baby.
What's
Y'all let me
on?
go live and do this. I had a whole.
We're not gonna talk about
I mean,
this.
we're not yet.
We're not gonna talk about this. No more.
Screech the God.
Or platforms.
All platforms, y'all. That's fucked up. I don't know what's happening right now. Follow my man Big Vontae on all platforms as well. We just found out it was all platforms last week. And my man right here, Wall Street Quan.
Yeah, Wall Street, baby.
Remember that shit?
Dang.
I'm joking, bro.
Hey, bro, stop playing with the Wall Street, bro.
Today, though, guys, we got a special guest. Drum roll. You know, Miss Lay, how you feel? Miss Lay, how you feel?
I'm good. First time here.
First time here, everybody know. Yeah, you know. You want to introduce your platform where they can find you at, what you do, whatever. You might want to drink some water. That you guys back.
You can follow me on Instagram at underscore.
Ooh, you all right?
You heard that?
I heard it.
Are we live?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You can follow me.
I say like, what the fuck? What's going on? I know. Tell y'all know what's happening, man.
It's me. It's
You
me.
straight.
Yeah, calm down. Just take a deep breath.
Y'all laughing at me though.
Yeah, I mean,
You can
Man,
follow
I'm laughing
me.
at all day off camera.
he petty on that. I like that.
Right.
Petty. I like that.
You ready?
Go ahead. Go.
You can follow me at __melanin.beauty__.
You want to put a plug crafted?
Oh, and my website for my business and my page is craftthecreations.com with an 8. And then the Instagram is the same.
Craft. You guys spell it.
Crackcreations.com.
CRE. Wait.
Yeah. CREAD. Crafted. Oh, CREAT.
Crafted. Dot create CREA8 TION.
It's not EA. It's E8.
Oh, create. Oh, with the A will be with it.
Yeah.
The 8 will be with the A.
Yeah,
Okay.
See?
That's hard.
Well, you did it. What you mean? You did it.
That's
But now, yeah, it's creative. Shout out that y'all go follow Crafted Creations on Instagram. You know, on Etsy too. If y'all got an Etsy, y'all celebrate Etsy. How y'all feeling today? We jumping into our 13th episode. This is big to me. I don't know how y'all feel.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, that's tough, man. We consistent. You hear me? I'm proud of y'all every week. Every week we
dreaming,
come here. I'm
man.
proud of y'all.
We ain't dreaming.
Yeah.
We planning it too, man.
we planning
to do this.
Yeah, and we delivering on it. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
So today though, we all, I want to say, except my man here, I want to talk about it. But we want to talk about it. Dealt with COVID. You know what I'm saying? Dealt with COVID, or what we believe was COVID.
Well, what you believe was COVID, because we knew. We already know.
You know what I'm saying? Because they could have told us anything, man.
Yeah.
They could have told us anything. We could have had the swine flu. I don't wish that on nobody, but
Definitely.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I want to know how y'all. I want to get into that experience because a lot of people don't believe it. A lot of people say it's fake. A lot of people say the numbers fake. A lot of people say, it don't kill people. A lot of people say a lot. What was y'all fears going into it? What was y'all thoughts? What is the lingering effects? I want to know. And let's start. I'm gonna start. Go ahead. I'm gonna start
Why
with
you
you.
go first?
You the guest. You don't want to go first because you was the guest. All right.
No, go ahead.
Dang.
Well, man, he ain't have it, so
I know. All right, so I can start off then.
I'll go.
yeah, that's right.
What you say? You said
Put you on the spot.
What was the biggest fear?
Yeah.
Just like how you got it, like how
yeah.
you poured from, like, what was your experience?
Your
I guess.
experience.
Well, I got it around Thanksgiving, the day after Thanksgiving. And first off, my symptoms were like sneezing a lot and coughing. And then like the next day, I just lost my taste. The next day, I lost my smell. And it's been like that. Well, it was like that for about almost a month. And I'm still kind of like recovering off of it. My biggest fear was like not being able to breathe because when I would lay down, I would get like real congested and like real hot and moist. Like you got like a real cold.
Yeah.
And I don't think I got tested until I don't think I got tested until like 2 weeks after. I think. Yeah. And it was positive. And to recover from it, I was just getting a lot of sleep, staying hydrated, taking medicine, and drinking tea. And I'm good now. A little bit.
Where do you think you got it from?
Could be anything. Going to the store, the doorknob, the mailbox, my phone.
Were you scared that, like, you was going to die?
I'm going to see where I got it from.
Nah.
So, like, all right, so how was your first, like, so when did you notice, like, your symptoms was declining? Like, when you're like, all right, I'm getting better.
Say it again.
Like, you say you had this, you say you cough, you had to cough, you had the sneezes, you lost your sense of smell and taste. Like, when did you start to, like, to notice, like,
the symptoms?
Like, because you say you're breathing too.
So, yeah, that was like probably like a week after I had like the symptoms, started the symptoms.
You had a fever?
I didn't have no fever. You had a fever?
I had everything. Damn. I had everything except throwing up.
Oh yeah, I didn't have any throw up.
Yeah, I ain't got it.
Could you have operated like during the day, like when you found out you was positive? Like, could you like roam through the house? Like,
I was in my bed
the
sleeping,
whole time, so you couldn't really move. Yeah, okay.
My body was like real achy too. Like,
sheesh.
Take you on Facebook
if you want. All right. Any other questions? Any other questions? Come on now.
Nah, chill.
Ain't no chill. Everybody got to participate.
How was your? Did you? So when you was feeling sick, did you already know you had it, or when you found out you had it, right? Did you like so when you had them symptoms, right, and you ain't know what was going on, but it could have been COVID? Did you have that feeling? You was like, it's definitely COVID.
After I started losing my taste and smell, I'm like, yeah, it's got to be COVID.
So okay. So he wasn't in denial about it. Some people are in denial.
How often you eat?
How often? Probably like once a day. You know what? I didn't really have an appetite at all.
What did you eat?
Soup, beans, tea. That's about it.
I was left for stranded a couple days.
Same.
No, for bread.
So you just felt fatigued a lot too, right?
I want to know what like what was your thought like once you realized, all right, this is what it is. What was your process like? How you gonna handle this? And how did you handle it? Like, what was it? What was your steps to like get through it?
Well, I was taking a lot of showers to like, I guess, cleanse my body, and then stay in the room. To be honest, because I ain't want to infect nobody else.
Right.
Because I think everybody in the house had it except for Avery. It's crazy.
Mm.
My uncle, my nana got it, but Avery.
Shout out to them youngest, man. Their immune system's as strong as ever.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's crazy. Mm-mm.
What's
Oh, wait, that's what I was trying to think of. Go ahead.
what's something that that while you was going through it that you felt like or did it feel like something that you was gonna remember, or did it feel like it was exactly what the word was saying, or was it over exaggerated?
It was exactly like what the word was saying. As far as the symptoms, though, yeah. But as far as the people dying, no,
So
I
you
feel like
wasn't
they
worried.
exaggerated that.
You wasn't where you was one day.
Mm-mm.
Was you?
Yeah.
You felt
For real?
serious?
Yeah.
You felt
Dang, I
serious,
know you was in the
man.
hospital, right?
Yeah, I went to the hospital. Yeah. But I went to the hospital after I was negative. Like when I was negative. But
I was optimistic, but I didn't cross out. I'm like, man, I know one thing, I'm gonna get up.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if the
It took
last
some time,
thing I'm
though.
gonna try and stand up, that's the last thing I'm gonna have to try to do.
Right.
But
Like,
I
he
felt
was
it.
weak,
Yeah, like
real weak. He was like finally getting up and stuff. He didn't want to do nothing.
Short story. What was it mean?
I mean, yeah, you man. Let's
All
get
right.
into
Well,
it.
I got.
Or you feel like, because I feel like your story was way bigger than my story. Like mine was, you know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. I mean, it don't matter.
Because he ain't had no story. You know what I'm saying?
He just
safe.
he's ace.
I mean, it's a story. Don't worry.
You probably had it, just didn't know.
Oh man.
But no, I can say I knew once she had it, I knew. I was like, all right, see how I play this. You know what I'm saying? But what happened was I was in here, and it felt like out of nowhere, like I just was in, like I was just in
It
here
hit
chilling,
you.
like I
It
just
hit
was.
you.
I was regular, and then it just was like I'm hot, like burning. You know what I'm saying? And I got the fan on me, the air conditioner on. And I'm like, what's happening? But then I start freezing.
Yeah, he was cold a lot.
You only get cold.
And I'm
He be
like,
cold.
Oh, okay.
she bluffing. She just do that just to hate. But so I'm like, whoa, like I'm still sweating, but I'm freezing. I'm like, man, this is it the lights? I'm like, is the lights
You was
too
here?
bright? Yeah, I was here. I'm like, is the lights too bright? I'm like, well, let me cut the lights off. I'm tripping. Like I'm like, man, is this something that I did? Did I drink a bottle or something that was too old? Like, you hear me? I'm just trying to go through everything. And then that I go to sleep, I wake up, and I could just feel my body like trying to let me know, like, hey man, I don't know what's up, but something up. It's like I got a headache, and that drain like it's ringing, like
Yeah, headaches.
that.
I forgot about
The
those.
headaches was different,
like sitting up hurts. That's how bad the headaches were.
the head. I had headaches all my life, but them headaches right there, I take another 5 years of regular headaches than to take them drinks. Like that drink was, it felt like. That's why I was optimistic and saying I'm at least stand up and try to fight because I felt that pain. You hear me? Like in your body, you felt like it was no movement.
Right.
You just was like, man, if I move, it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like, man, you cause more damage by moving.
Right.
And they tell you like, yo, try to walk, man, try to walk, what? Try to walk, what? You know, I'm like, man, I ain't recovered. Like you feel like, yeah. But anyway, but I felt like, all right, let me try to do whatever it is whatever is in my body that I feel like is aching the most. Let me fix that first. So when I felt like my chest was hurting or anything, oh man, when I felt like my chest was hurting or anything, I just, all right, let me tend to that. Even when I got the headache, let me just focus on the chest. Let me see what's gonna help this. If it gotta be this pill or this go to sleep, all right, go to sleep to help this, to help this. So I could just ignore stuff. But so even eating, I wasn't even eating for like, it'd be like a couple days. Like, man, what you eat? Oh, I ate the chips from a couple days ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, for real, like I just didn't have no appetite. Like I had no appetite. And then my like once my taste buds went away and the smell like
yours lasted for a long time too.
Yeah, even my smell sometimes still now. I'm like she was like, you don't smell that? Like,
nose blind.
Yeah.
You know what you talking about? Like, but there's certain smells I do still get. You know, but like I told her, man, I enjoy it. I enjoy not smelling certain stuff. Like if it's close enough, I can smell it. So if the food is there, I can smell it. But if it's something I ain't trying to smell, I'm not, you know, I'm satisfied that I can smell what it is, you know. So, but it could be dangerous too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You got to be able to smell certain stuff. Smoke.
The house could be on fire and you don't even know.
Yeah, so you got to be able to feel that, you know. But yeah, like I said, the heat, like I didn't know what to do. Usually I could figure out, I cut the air on or cut the heat on or put a sweater on. Like nothing I did, whether I took something off or put something on, helped. Like my body was gonna do whatever it wanted to do, regardless. Yeah. It was gonna be hot and cold. I was gonna sweat. I was gonna have chills. All of it was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna have pains. I was having sharp pains in my legs. Like it. Like,
you was going through it.
I'm like, I don't know what was happening. I just was like, all right, I'm just gonna thug it out. Like that's all I could do. You know what I mean? Drink some water.
Blank's ain't being cool like Doodoo.
He ain't got nothing on him. Got the hoodie on. Got the do rag on.
Right, where your do rag at?
He Wall Street Quan now, so he just got the glasses.
Change me.
The glasses with the white shirt.
I'm still with a do rag. I gotta get a nose.
Look though, how it was about Tay, but we would have started joking. Nah, because it was about Blaine saying that about Tay. Tay want to be cool. But
yeah, you been cool, man.
I already know, man.
Yeah,
shit.
Tay.
Ain't nobody can steal my shine.
Big Tay, yeah. That's a cool cat right there. But nah. So it just was that I'm like, all right. Certain stuff I knew when I had the appetite to eat something, I knew I had to eat something that was important to eat. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I was trying to keep enough protein and just vegetables and all the healthy stuff that I could eat. You know what I'm saying? And stuff that like give me a little weight because I knew I was losing weight. I felt it. Like I just felt like I was just draining. Like all the sweat. Like when I wake up, you could like the puddle. You know what I'm saying? Like flipping your pillow over and it's soaking wet when you put your hand on the other side of the pillow. And I'm like, bro, what am I supposed to do? Like my head, everything just was wet. When you wake up, like you wake up in the middle of the night, cold sweats. You know what I'm saying? You just like, what is it? Like what you move the cover, you throwing all the covers off. You still cold. I got like cover on my ankle. I got cover on my ankle, on my knee, but then I got my calf out because I'm like just trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying? Cover on my elbow, but the shoulder out. Because I'm trying to just warm up, but leave enough out to be cold somewhere. It just was too much.
Satisfied.
You not like it was that stuff it was strong. You felt it. You know what I'm saying? Then my breathing was the most like it just was. It changed my voice. Like while I was going through it, my breathing was so bad. Like it just was like, you know what I'm saying? Just try to hold it in. You know what I'm saying? Just hold it in and make it regular.
Because you had the cough.
Like, all right, chill. Like, what's up with you?
Y'all can relate. I can relate.
All right, cool.
Yeah, every time you talk.
Yeah, bro. Like it just because you had to.
Like you had to.
You know what I'm saying?
All the time.
For me, like it felt like it was like just somewhere in my chest. Let me back it up, man.
What you going back up?
You
Where
think he
you going back
Mayweather?
up to?
All right, good, chill, good. He trying to amp it for the crowd. Don't do it for them.
I'm just saying.
But yeah, it was like just my chest was hurting. Just I don't know, man. And like they say, diarrhea.
Because I was debating, like, am I gonna say
homicide.
diarrhea on that?
Man, for real, man, it was real, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And you ain't eat nothing. I'm like,
So
what am
everything
what's
is
coming
going right
out?
through you.
I'm like, what's coming out? No, I'm saying like when your appetite with milk, exactly. I'm like, man, I'm not eating nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like then that's when you start getting paranoid. And I already had like other issues, like when I had my dehydration issues a couple years ago with my kidney. So I'm already thinking like, all right, I gotta make sure I keep a lot of water in my system because I can't have that go wrong and still have COVID. Like, so I'm trying to keep all this water, but now I'm not even peeing, and it hurt to get up to go pee because your body just like, bro, no, like what you moving for? You know what I'm saying? And you still feel hot and cold while you moving. You know what I'm saying? Like that don't go nowhere. You get there, you still got the headache. The headache worse now because you standing up, got the bathroom light on.
That shit crazy, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
It's like you in a different world, bro. And you like, man, if I could figure out a way, it's like so. You like, if I could figure out a way to get through this right here, I know I'm good.
Into the next puzzle.
But you don't know how long it's gonna be. Like Jeff had it for 3 months. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you don't know.
He got it in July.
You don't know how long it's gonna be, so you just be going through it. Like, man, I'm gonna get through it whenever. You just hope.
I was thinking when I seen Jeff side note, it's like when we went to that party and we seen Jeff, like Jeff looked like a release, like
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
shout out to Jeff.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jeff, man.
That's my club buddy
MVP.
right there. Yeah. Definitely.
Shout out to Jeff, man.
Wow. Left his ass out.
It's the way how he came in at the end. I'm sorry.
It was like,
like I left him. What happened?
But he was supposed to jump. He supposed to came with us. Yeah.
Still here with y'all.
Yeah,
man.
you is.
Bro, it's a little late. Just a little late to the party. That's all.
That's crazy, man.
You wild.
He sat in the car a little longer. That's all. We got out to the party. He sat in the car a little
You know what I'm saying?
longer.
He had to make sure he was good. We
But you came to the party. That's all that
Yeah,
matters.
because guess what? Jeff,
Yeah,
you know
Jeff.
Jeff gonna appreciate you said it anyway. So, you know what I'm saying?
Jeff was like, bro, time, nigga.
Showed up, huh?
Right. Damn, about time.
Yeah, though, but that shit, I ain't gonna get too much, but like that was it, you know what I'm saying? That, and it's still like now, certain times since then, I can hear like my breathing, like I'll probably be like laying down.
Yeah.
I'll be wheezing sometimes.
Wheezing, oh my God, wheezing. I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it because I didn't want it to be just directed on me. But exactly. Like I be hearing it and I be like, bro, it sound like when I had asthma as a little kid. Like, and that throw me off because I'm like, man, I ain't got asthma no more. But that you just be laying down, you hit.
Right.
You
Like, is that
what
me?
the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, that's something that's still going on. So that's why I be coughing now, and it don't even be a cough because I'm trying. I just be like, man, stop. Like I be coughing on purpose, trying to get whatever it is. Like stop, man. Like you irritated. Like I'm sitting there minding my business, and I hear a squeak. You hear me? Yeah, though. But what's your experience, man? How you feel? Like how you feel now? Like do you feel? What's your percentage? Like we didn't even give percentage.
What's your percentage? Like what do you feel like you at now? Recovering? You still recovering, or you pretty much good?
I'm like at 95%, almost.
Yeah. That squeak, man. That squeak just throw me off. So I ain't giving it 95. I already said 83.
Yeah, man, about 85.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay at 83. That squeak throw me off.
For real?
It do because you don't know how long, you don't know where it's coming from either. Like I don't know if that's just a lung, if that's a windpipe, if that's just some cloggage. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it developed, it could be deteriorating something. Deteriorating something could be doing that. So I ain't with that. You hear me? I ain't feeling that shit. But yeah. So how you feel, man?
So look, I was at the mall. I was at PG Mall, right?
Oh, I got it from her too, by the way. My fault.
Don't say it like that. I got it
Go
from
ahead.
her.
Go ahead. Go ahead. My fault. I told you I was gonna
That's
tell you who I got it
wild.
from. But you go
That's
ahead.
wild.
Because she been throwing me on the bus the whole episode.
Anyways,
So I went to PG Mall and I went to get my jewelry clean. I was talking to the jeweler. He was trying to convince me to buy something, and like I just heard, like his voice was like it was like, how can I describe? Like it was like two of them. Like it was like you ever see on the movies of somebody like get hit or they smoking for the first time, they hit like double.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, damn, I'm like maybe it's just me. And then I started feeling a little hot. But I was like, I had a hoodie on. So I'm like, maybe it's the hoodie. I was like, maybe because I eat all day. I went to McDonald's, I made McDouble. Still felt that way. I came back, it was still feeling like I wanted to go. I left, like I went home. I went to sleep. Man, I woke up. And it was like, I just felt like everything. Like I felt like I had a fight. Like I got jumped. Like I got jumped. I never had a headache in my life until I caught COVID. Like never in my life I ever had a headache. Like my head was hurting, like my teeth, my body, yeah, like everything was just hurting.
Bro, yes.
Everything was hurting. So I'm like, at that point I knew like, yeah, it was cold. It gotta be. And then I'm like on Instagram, I'm like, last people I was with was Mugabe, Joe, and Corey. So I'm like on the Instagram, everybody chilling. I'm like,
He taking it personal.
I'm like, bro, like everybody, like, you know what I'm saying, like living their life. I'm like, bro,
yeah, ain't no way.
And then like as it went on, it just got worse. Like you know what I'm saying, like diarrhea, like it's just like every day was just some body aches. Like I ain't watched TV in like 2 weeks. Like it was just straight silence. Like
right.
just silence.
Even the sound was giving you a
sound
headache.
was just blowing me like.
Mm-hmm.
So I got tested. They said I had it, which I already knew. You know what I'm saying? I just stayed in the same room all the time.
And even like the atmosphere was like sick.
Yeah, you can smell it.
I slept. Yeah, I couldn't taste nothing. I slept. Then it was like one day it was like 3 or 4 o'clock, and I was like laying down, and it was just like crazy. It was like bothering me so much, and I was like, I didn't take no shower that day. So I be sweating. I'm like, man, I don't care, like, because I was just so sick. I'm like, man, I don't care, like.
Mm-hmm.
Then I was like, man, I was just feeling so bad. But I was like, that's why in my head I'm like, this it. I was like, for real. I was
be it.
I was like, this it. I can't feel no worse than this. I was like, this it. That's what I thought for real. I was like, because I could feel myself getting tired, and I was like, oh man, I was trying to fight to sleep. Like, you know what I'm gonna do? I got up, I got in the shower, and I was like, I ain't gonna be no dead dirty nigga. That's all I was like, I ain't gonna be no dead dirty nigga. Like they went upstairs, took a shower, came downstairs, right, and I went to sleep. And I woke up. Like I woke up, I forgot all about how I felt, and I like walked up the steps. I'm like, oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Like I went as, out of breath. I'm like, okay. I took another shower because I was sweating. I could smell my soap a little bit, and I started feeling like a little better. And that was probably like a month and a half after doing my COVID time. Then it just went on from there. Then I started eating more. So I started, having a little more of an appetite. Started turning on my TV, started FaceTime people. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I just wanted to go to sleep.
Yeah, I slept a lot. But yeah, then I ended up feeling better. Then like when I tested negative, like which I ain't having no more, it was like I had this cough. Yeah. And then I recorded myself talking, and I was like, I can hear, like kind of what you said, I can hear, like I still hear to this day.
Yeah.
Kind of like not like something like that. I can hear it in my voice. I'm like, damn, that's probably I'm gonna be for the rest of my life. For real, I think because it still hasn't went away. I can hear it right now. Hear myself here. I can hear it right now. Yeah, but the good thing about COVID is that I lost weight. I lost like 20-something pounds.
Dang.
Yeah, like, and my face broke out, but it was fine. Yeah.
What was it, dry skin or like pimples?
I don't know. I was trying to find a picture. I don't even know, but
I think I had like a dry skin.
It was like my eyebrows. It was like all right here, and like
it was
right here. It was like
flaking?
right here. No, it was just dry. Like it was like my
on
face.
My nose too.
Like if I eat healthier, my face would be a little browner, and you can see like the outline of like whatever
Yeah.
You can like see it.
You don't remember like it was my eyes all under there. Now I think about it, like that's crazy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, but I don't know. Like I felt people cared about me when I had it. Like people was like calling me and stuff like that. Like it was like hope everything all right,
Yeah, showed you love.
Yeah, definitely. Because I was like, I don't know what I was gonna do.
It ain't a joke.
Yeah, and I used to like take it in a way as a joke. Like, oh,
Did you think he was gonna get it?
Nah.
No.
I thought what was going on. Jeff had it. I'm like, I knew everybody was gonna get it, and I was gonna be the only one kind of like him. Like, I'm like, maybe it ain't gonna be me. Nah. And I feel like I had the worst of it. Because when Blaine had it, when you had it, we was on the phone. Like, Blaine called me. I couldn't talk to him. I called him. I called him because he kept calling me. And I don't know if he worried or not.
I was worried, man.
Yeah, because he called me. Then he'd call. He'd like have like a little session where he'd call and he'd call again. Then you know what I'm saying? They'd call like 3 times and hang up. Then 2 days later doing the same thing. Let me call if you think I'm dead somewhere. Yeah, that's why I ended up telling him. Yeah. So I ended up telling him. You know, like, man. But I ain't want to stress nobody else because my family was just stressed. And I'm like, I ain't want.
Yeah, once I lost my taste and my smell, I just told everybody, hey, man, got COVID, man. Go ahead, leave me alone. For me to talk to me for a couple of weeks, you know.
That was my fever.
And they took that serious. They took that serious. So
yeah. It is not a joke.
It's crazy. I didn't think none of y'all was gonna get it though.
Why though? Tay kept telling me he thought I was gonna survive though.
I didn't think none of y'all was gonna get it.
I'm surprised I got it at home because we went to
like
Virginia Beach.
Huh?
Chocolate cake?
Yeah. I was saying that. I was saying that I'm surprised I got it at home because we went to Virginia Beach, and then remember earlier in COVID I went to Florida on the plane and everything. So
yeah. And like I say, Virginia Beach, we had a hell of a time for real. Like we was out there. We gotta go back now that it's open. It'll be petty to go back.
You've been there 2 times already.
Listen,
there's nothing else to do.
I want to know something. Tell me this, right? Because it goes into what we're gonna talk about later on, father generations, traditions. I'm a man of traditions.
I don't mind it.
I'm a man of traditions. Virginia Beach, to me, the first time I went, it was so different. But it was like Vice City to me. It was like street performers. It was loud, but it was respectful. You know what I'm saying? It was
people were so nice.
It was like, man, for what I wilded out because I see a nigga he got the
Carlito.
He see the Carlito head, right? You know who Carlito is from WWE. I spit in the face and people don't want to be cool, right? So I'm turned, bro. Both of us turned. I turn around. She laughs. She like, look at this head, right? I tell her, look at this head. I go, oh, Carlito!
With the flash on. With the flash
people who don't want to be cool. And I take a picture and that J go. He just standing there in the pose. I'm like, oh, my focus. Yeah.
You didn't even say sorry to my man.
Because I ain't know that. I was like, oh, damn, that was embarrassing. So I just dipped over. He knew I didn't mean it. And his heart, his Caribbean heart. But
we had to leave the scene.
But that's what I'm saying. We had the first time we went was so amazing that I'm like, man, we gotta come back here. So we go again. And COVID hit, but we already had our plan that we was trying to go. So we go to the same hotel. I call, get the same room. You know what I'm saying? She was gonna do me dirty. She was gonna do me dirty. I asked her a month before, hey, make sure they got the room 609 for our hotel. She say, all right.
I had sent the email.
Time coming.
I sent the email to them. They said okay.
Time coming, all right. But time coming, I'm asking. She like, you know, I'll check on it later, whatever. You know, so she just keep. I'm like, man, I'm serious though. Like I want that room, but she keep throwing it all to the side. I'm like, man, I'm gonna call myself. So I call the dude. Say, all right, I'm gonna give it to y'all. So I'm like, man, why you ain't call? Because if he said I'm gonna give it to y'all, that means it wasn't already there. So she like, oh, I said, I'm like, oh, you think I'm playing? I really want this room. Like, this is not, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the tradition for me. Because it count, and we already know that what we getting out of this hotel, you know what I'm saying?
But it's just the hotel room. As long as we are, like, having a good time and stuff, that's all that matters. No?
Look, I appreciate how my hotel treatment is, and I feel like
It's just the room. That's how I see it.
But
Though.
I feel like I knew for a fact the treatment. They might have not. They might have changed the bag of trash, right? But when they changed it, they probably threw their last paper towel in there. I ain't offended at that. You finished cleaning up, you threw it in. It was actually you ain't even think about it. It was just your little motion, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the worst it's gonna get. That's the worst.
No, and there was stuff in the fridge too. Remember?
What was in the fridge?
It was like sodas. I don't know if that was the first time or the second time we went. It was like soda and ice cream.
No, the ice cream was.
That was at California.
Yeah, chill.
It was something.
Don't do that to Virginia Beach.
Mm.
Don't do that to Virginia Beach. Yeah,
You see, I couldn't describe it like.
Real patchy.
You want to put it on the camera? It's cool. You don't got to, bro. I know.
I was trying to say a bad look, but yeah.
That's true, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? We had a good time. So I'm like, man, you know, this what we got to do. But, you know, if we won't got to do it earlier. But I feel like me personally, when it's time for me to go and enjoy life, and I say, you know what, I want to take a vacation.
You go to Virginia
I'm
Beach.
going to Virginia Beach. Just like I'm going somewhere that I'm comfortable. You can not come. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's fine. No, it's respectfully. What I'm saying is, we don't gotta go there every week.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, every month. Every year.
That's what I'm saying.
We don't gotta go there every year. But me personally, I would like to go there
every year,
whenever I want to go. You know what I'm saying? So I shouldn't be like, oh, why I gotta be Virginia Beach? Because you don't want to go. You should just like, oh, all right, nigga, bye. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. If I call Durag up and say, bro, let's go to Virginia Beach real fast. I got room 609. Well, you can't be at room 609. We'll be only one bed, but you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
You guys go to another room. But it's a good hotel. You know what I'm saying? We right across street from the beach. We right across street from the strip.
It was real close. Probably like 5 minutes away from the beach.
No, 5 minutes. We was 2 minutes across to the street. Just don't get hit by a car.
On the actual like sand and stuff, it was about like 5 minutes.
It was not no 5 minutes.
It was 5 minutes.
All right, okay, it's cool.
You gotta remember the streets are mad wide.
All right. I ain't gonna argue with you. You might be right. You know what I'm saying? I can be wrong. So, you know, it take that amount of time, whether it's 5 minutes or 2 minutes, it's still close. You know
I didn't say it wasn't close.
Why you arguing?
I'm just saying.
All right, look, anyway. Yeah, so we had a good time, man. I feel like just because COVID, you know what I'm saying, it was kind of, so we gotta go back. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? We did what we wanted to do because the stuff was open.
That's how I feel about California, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's what I feel like. COVID ruined a lot of stuff. Like, but even when we went to them trips, I still was hearing myself wheezing. You hear me?
Dang.
Yeah, like, and what I was scared of the most was being in the air. When we were in the air.
Air?
Yeah, when we went to California, I'm like, man, how I'm gonna be up there? I don't know how my breathing is. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay, the altitude and all that.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it changed. I don't know what's what.
Mm-hmm.
You hear me? So,
having a mask on the plane the whole time.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I was thinking about.
I didn't like that.
You know,
I don't like planes anyway.
You done got on planes forever though.
Mm-hmm. I don't like them.
Why?
I like
it.
planes.
Something mess up on that plane, that's it.
But that's anything though. Something mess up on the car, man. That's it.
I mean, it.
But you coming from the air though.
Yeah, you coming
in the car,
down.
you on the ground.
You can survive a car crash.
Somebody else's car do something.
You can't survive a car crash.
Somebody else's car do something. Somebody else do something on their car. You can't control that. You know?
No, it's just the heights.
I get it.
The turbulence. Like,
yeah, I don't like the turbulence.
I don't care about the turbulence.
I do. I do.
Well, it was cool.
I rode Spirit, man. I don't care about no turbulence.
We went to Florida that time.
Oh, yeah, that was your first time.
That was my first time too.
That was my first time. That plane took off fast and shit. I was like, oh, bro.
I don't like the what you call it, landing. It'd be a little bit.
I don't like the takeoff.
For real,
you going back like you literally your body like a roller
like you flying though.
And I looked down there, I was like, oh shit. Hey,
I
bro.
don't like sitting by the window. Man, I was like, what you scared? Like, nah, I'm good.
We could have switched, man. I like somebody
I'm
window.
like, I shut the window on the side. I shut the window. Hello.
Okay,
Hey.
what's going on?
Hi.
How
Thank
doing?
you.
Thank
Thank you.
What's going on? What's that? Music?
Some chocolate cake.
Oh man, ain't that some shit?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, y'all can shut up, man. Her shut up.
There you go.
You feel me?
All right.
That's what's up, man.
Kind of cut me.
For me?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
He said, I'm not waiting.
Don't laugh at my man. Don't do that.
I'm just saying.
You want to go ahead and dig into it?
What you trying to
We
get
live
into? His wheel
we
crib.
live mukbanging on Miss Neek Eats.
Mm-hmm.
You got a fork?
Neek Eats.
No.
Yeah, we're gonna do the Neek Eats real fast. Live on the show. Y'all got
He said, see how I look?
live on the show. Neek Eats.
I want a fork.
Yeah.
It's he wild. Big thing that I might eat. I want y'all to see the chocolate cake.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Neek Eats. We're gonna do the taste test. Let me see. Oh, go ahead.
You taste it first.
Nah, go ahead. You the guest.
Yeah. I should have waited like
You already ate it.
Oh, yeah.
Mmm.
Oh,
Is it real
man.
moist too?
This is the second time you use that word.
Hey,
today.
bro. In my head, I was
The
thinking
second
that.
time?
Yeah.
Because you said you was moist when you was sick with COVID.
You know what I'm saying? What you
Yeah. When you
did.
sound like
No, but
that.
what's the issue with the word?
Nah, it's just like, you know.
All right.
You want me to eat your piece too? And then we say that piece later? Yeah, cool. You know, I
That's
get it.
good.
Mm-hmm.
My bad.
All right.
It's cold.
This joint good as shit. I'm honestly good as shit tonight.
Oh, the chocolate cake?
Right.
I ain't had a piece of cake probably in like 7 months, bro.
Oh, yeah.
This joint good as shit.
Yeah.
I had a piece of cake last night, but I have a homemade cake.
Anybody know me know I don't like chocolate cake.
Mm.
What?
Chocolate my favorite, bro.
I don't like chocolate.
I like it every once in a while.
Me too, yeah.
But I
I
like
told
this
you.
one. This one not
Well,
too
I
sweet.
always
though.
told you. We have a lot of
It's actually
comments.
good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, we right there. But
I always said that.
I'm chill, man.
This joint good as shit.
Yeah, Nick
We
Eats. I'm
heard
gonna go
you.
ahead. What y'all, what
These
y'all
are
ranking?
good. 10 out of 10.
10 out of
Yeah.
10?
Always.
Oh yeah.
I ain't like the coldness. Like
It was cold, yeah, it's
Whatever.
good.
You don't
Yeah.
like cold cake?
I like the cold,
Yeah,
bro.
it hurt my teeth.
I like it because the frosting is firm.
Full steam. I know. I was in it the whole time.
All right.
Yeah, I'm
All
about
right.
to do it.
Like-
Do it.
Like you were saying how the beach was mad wide. I was like, accent.
Mhm.
I don't hear it anymore.
Yeah, shout out to Miss Neek, man. I don't know if I can grab that. But Neek Eats. Y'all can follow Neek Eats on it's NIQUEATS on the internet, on Instagram.
This joint good as shit, bro.
You know how I roll, bro. You know, drinker, you know.
I'm a drinker. Good.
You about to finish it?
Nah, I'm going continue with the episode. We had a good little
Snack break.
snack break, man. Shout out to her, man. That was a sponsor. Got sponsored. We got sponsored. If anybody want to know, we got a sponsor.
That cake is good as shit, bro. I ain't even lying.
You know what, man? I like his response. Cause that's what it
You
was.
know about 6 times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
How good it is.
Bullshit. I'm gonna keep saying it too. That shit.
Oh, I gotta put the top on that right so it don't go stale.
Sauce.
Yeah, make sure y'all follow the page, man. Follow her site. Go get y'all some cake. Some tart bars. some pies, some food.
Excuse me.
But yeah, that's what we was talking about.
What was we talking about?
I should put some wine. COVID. We talking about the effects of COVID, right? But
The plane and stuff.
yeah, the plane. But I got a question for y'all. Now that we hit out halfway, what do y'all think the effects would be on a generation under us now? Even though we are in a different generation now, what do you think the effects would be for the generation under us? Because
as far as COVID,
not just like period. Because
I was thinking like COVID.
Yeah, in general, because you gotta think like the certain stuff that we went through that they'd never go through, right? Or stuff that we remember certain aspects of life that we had to learn, you know what I'm saying, on the wing that they had never had to listen, they never had to go through.
Communication.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Your surroundings.
But look though, what I'm saying is that on top of the things that we learned at school that a lot of them missed out on because of COVID, or they gonna miss out on, you know what I'm saying, because of COVID. So good.
I say like communication. Like, because they got like Instagram, you know what I'm saying? They got all that now. They can just interact with somebody compared to when we was in elementary school, and I say all of us. Right?
Ain't nobody judging you.
No, I'm just saying in general. Like, it was like different. Like, you had to actually go up to somebody and find common interests, you know. Like, it's one thing you want to pay. Like, oh, man, she like wrestling. I like wrestling too, compared to they get like, hey, you know. You know what I mean? If a got wrestling, you like, you know, you kind of, is more, it was more like, I can't describe it, but the communication was definitely like,
you had to interact. You had to actually
you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people can have behind
you had to be involved.
Yeah.
Everything is social media now. Social media.
TikTok, friendships was made off of actual
going up to people.
Vibes. It was a vibe that you felt. Like
parties.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, you know, parties like cookouts, like everybody, like now cookouts, everybody on their phone, you know what I'm saying?
But look at this. Let's watch this. The way parties is now, where it's two types of parties. There's the gaming parties where it's not even just, you know what I'm saying, like your online meet. It's like thousands of people on the internet that's just on their headphones, you know what I'm saying, talking to each other. That's who they that's my friends, how I get out.
Oh, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Friend is across the United States.
That was me right there. That's how I met y'all.
From across the states?
Nah, bro.
It wasn't like that, bro. I wasn't picking.
Oh man.
I wasn't picking. But no, so
it's cool, man.
You know what I'm saying? Though, like that's the interaction now. You know what I'm saying? They don't even get to see actual people or learn body language, learn certain stuff from
learn like basic social skills.
Basic social skills. You know what I'm saying? So now when you look at them and everybody depressed, it's because they don't realize they never learn how to be social. Like you're not learning how to be social. So you turning off their ability to communicate, and that's what's making you more depressed. You know what I'm saying? That you don't know. It's not that all of us is just introverts. A lot of people think that they're introverts when they just want their space. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you deserve your space. You deserve to get off of the internet. Yeah, get off of it and get your space. But interacting still is important. You know what I'm saying? Actually walking up to people and greeting people,
I'm so-and-so.
and talking to people. Like right now, we think it's weird. You know what I'm saying? We think it's weird now. Somebody walks in, how you doing?
Right, it's COVID. 6 feet.
You like,
even before COVID, like
even before COVID, somebody walk up to you like, hey, how you doing? My name Chris.
Nigga try to talk to you.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But communication.
You know, like so and so because he wrote me.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he could be somebody that actually means something. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember when I was working at CVS, some old dude who was CEO or some hotel thing. Like he was looking for a hotel to go to, and he got lost. He walked all the way from somewhere, and he just ended up at the store because it was open. And he just was like, man, I'm trying to find a cab or something to go back to where I'm trying to go. And he just started talking to me because I just was available. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to him, helping him, directing him how to get to certain places and stuff like that to get down to where he going. And he walked like 2 miles the wrong way. So I'm just, you know what I'm saying, telling him how to get back to where he was going. And he just was giving me all this information. And he just was like, man, thank you, man. Like, you was at work. Like, he was like, man, most people don't even talk no more. He was like, I work for this company, but it feel like, man, you just talk to people for the time being and like robots. Like, they ain't nobody really there. Everybody on their phone and it's just, calendars, this, and this. Nobody really. He's like, man, you the first person I just had a conversation with. And I'm like, man, we talked about directions. Like,
people used to share their phones, like the house phone.
Yeah. Remember, you know what I'm saying? You used to get on one phone, you could hit the other person on the phone.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
phones and those, yeah.
Now, my grandma used to be on that train. You got 15 minutes. I'm like, bro, why you can't just tell me that in the house?
Always calling John like I need to use the phone.
Yeah. Jamal,
right
you need to get off and don't even run into my bill. Like, grandma, you got unlimited
minutes. Minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We talking text after a certain time.
Man, after 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Man, I remember that. I felt like that was gonna be forever. I thought you was gonna have to pay for minutes until 9
I had a
o'clock.
feeling it was
I
gonna
never
go
had
from
minutes. I always had unlimited.
Okay. Damn.
I'm just saying.
Like,
But I know people
I'm
used to say
sorry about my Boost Mobile.
I had was it Singular?
Singular, yeah.
Singular.
I had Boost and Cricket.
I had Metro PCS.
Oh yeah, I had Metro PCS for about like a month. I ain't really rock with them.
Dang.
I ain't rock with them.
What the hell was it called? Motorola.
Yeah.
You got a Razor?
I think so. Yeah.
I wanted a
Shout out
Razor.
Razor, man. K gave me his Razor. It wasn't on, but I love that drink.
Mm.
I took hella pictures with it. Oh, I gotta find that Motorola.
If you think about it, phones have like changed dramatically. You go from like a decade before and now.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
the size.
The things that it can do, the size,
It's literally everything.
the pictures, edits. You can do a whole lot.
People lose their phone, man. A lady gave me $60 for finding her phone. I feel like I deserve more though, but I took that $60. You know what I'm saying? I got that.
You did a good deed though.
I mean, I want to be able to. Man, yeah, I did a good deed.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like what y'all think the generation? Like, how can we teach that? Like, you can't just teach them how to communicate better because they so standoffish and weird anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you like it's like we set them back in a way of communication. They're gonna be smarter than us as far as the internet, as far as technology, but as far as
world to world basis.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's gonna kill us because that's gonna work better for the robot world. That's not gonna work better for the agriculture world, for the sustaining human life world. You know what I'm saying? When you don't know how to communicate with the actual people that you're helping, or you don't know how to be in that world, then you just dead. You know what I'm saying? That's how a lot of them feel because they don't know how to communicate. You know what I'm saying? But it's just the wave. It's like that's the wave. That's the thing that's supposed to happen.
I guess you just gotta experience things more. It comes with time.
But like skating? A lot of them still skate. A lot of people still skate. You know what I'm saying?
Like find like things that you and them both like to do, to basically like I guess open them up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, me specifically, I do.
No, I was just saying.
I mean, even like going outside. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
going outside was different from what it is now.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Kids don't even go outside.
Like outside used to be lit. Like everybody outside. Like if you ain't outside, then you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You hang out with your own crowd, but another crowd is over there. Another crowd is down the street. You know what I'm saying? It's the older people. You know what I'm saying? Then it's like the teenage. You know what I'm saying? There's like the teenagers, and it's like the 20-year-olds. You know what I'm saying? It's just different vibes. And now it's like niggas go outside.
Especially in the summertime.
Yeah.
Everybody be outside.
Pool used to be fun too.
Jump rope. I want to have a jump rope competition. And
Double Dutch.
But I'm talking about I want to pay, and I put the money up $250 for a contest. I want. Not it don't gotta be us. I'm saying
I don't know
like
how to double dutch.
I'm saying like a group of whoever kids or whatever kids. You know what I'm saying? Like how they used to do. Like you know what I'm saying? Like or basketball competition, couple teams, or even fucking adults. Like play for some money. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like not professionally, but like respectfully, like you know what I'm saying, on some responsible shit. But I like to keep shit for the kids. Dodgeball, the team win $300, and y'all got to split that $300 5 ways if it's 5-on-5 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like just do something for the community type shit. You know what I'm saying? I do that consistently, the Christmas stuff, the Thanksgiving stuff, but I be wanting to make it bigger. Like I want to make it, hey, them do some sports, some activities for them to like. I want to do a painting contest. You know what I'm saying? Like for the kids, who the best draws? They some little younger. Remember I bought you the
Painting.
LeBron James drink. You know what I'm saying? Like the little kids, you like the painting outside. Like yeah, I want to see who got the best, and it ain't even just for competition. It's just to give. You know what I'm saying? So they can get their exposure. You know what I'm saying? But that shit it seems like it's hard to find now. It seems like they don't want it. They don't want to be social. They don't want to be active. They just be like, man, they hiding. But that's what kind of make me feel like it's our fault and it's our duty to help. Cause they hiding from something, and we the ones that didn't give enough. Cause we ain't get enough, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really our fault, but it's we gotta look at it now that we the smarter ones that know. All right, you don't do this and you don't do this.
They don't be listening though.
But we still. But the thing is, they don't listen to us. But we still the one. We still don't even give enough sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we be worse than what it is. You know what I'm saying? Worse than what they can help. Like I remember growing up and thinking to myself, like, I can't have my niece growing up like this. Right? And it just was low ass girls twerking in the fucking pot in the middle of the street. And I was like, well, I don't want my niece like that. You know what I'm saying? So I just knew that I couldn't be like that around her. I couldn't be like when I'm talking to females, I gotta be respectful around my niece at least, because I don't want her to think that any of this is okay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I feel like a lot of times we feel like that ain't my kid, that ain't my responsibility. Well, no, they growing up, they looking at us, whether we want to know it or not, they looking at us saying, "Oh, I want to be like that, or I want to do like that." You know what I'm saying? Like whether we want it or not, like you know what I'm saying. We don't gotta care that our little cousin is looking at us as somebody that that they might want to be like. We don't gotta care, but that's still a truth. You know what I'm saying? It's still a truth that my nephew think that I got all the answers, and I can be like, bro, I don't. You know what I'm saying? But he still think like, nah, you gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't matter how much I be like, no, I can't, bro. So it's like those responsibilities, whether we want it or not, and that's what happened. I feel like in our community, as far as the black community, where we just said, you know what, we don't want the responsibility no more. Like it's on you. Whoever your parents is, that's you. Whatever it is, I can do whatever I want to do. Walk out with my dick in my hand, how I want. For real, like fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do what I want to do, cause I'm tired. We said fuck the responsibility of actually being a village. You know what I'm saying? That's why you can have kids being so wild and disrespectful to other motherfuckers, because motherfuckers not going to be there to manage and help you when you know what I'm saying? You got to work two jobs and doing this, and this, and your kid wilding. And everybody else like, well, that's her kid. Somebody supposed to be there to help. You know what I'm saying? Whether they want to or not, like, man, hey, little youngin, stop. But motherfuckers feel like, nah, that ain't my responsibility. Nah, it is. Because guess what? He going to grow up and smoke you. Because you was the one who could have helped, but you didn't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
we
don't look at the cycle. Like, we don't look at how we could have changed it until we be the 48-year-old getting jumped down a gallery place. Like, all I told her was shut the fuck up. They should have told. You could have helped. You could have helped when you was younger and they was younger, but you didn't. Now you got older, watching them get older and get worse. And now they don't talk to nobody. And now we like, hey, youngin, stop doing all the wild shit y'all doing. And they like, man, shut up. I don't listen to y'all. because we ain't come early on. Early on, we was like, hey, you should do this. You should hold guns early on because that's what we taught them. And then we like, oh, we gotta reverse it real fast. You know what I'm saying?
It's a never-ending cycle.
Yeah, but we gotta be the end of the cycle. We gotta be the ones. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no other generation that's smarter than us at this moment, or got the opportunity like we got at this moment. You know what I'm saying? But I know I wanted like a 7-minute rant.
I was listening.
I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying?
That sounded personal.
You know what I'm saying? You know, because it got rough for me this week, so. So shit, I just was like, man, we don't look at the cycles. Shit repeat itself every time, and we look at the younger generation as, like I said earlier, oh, they just stupid. But they not though. They just don't know what to do. We kind of put the younger generations, our younger brothers, in situations to not know what to do anyway, and because we don't know what to do, and the people that we looked at didn't know what to do. So now we in a position where we figuring out, oh, we gotta do something. We gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? We gotta actually say, all right, let's put some money here. And hey kids, y'all wanna do this jump rope contest and keep it going annually. All right. If it's a thing where, hey, they put up $20 and get back such and such in a total.
So let's say you really helped the kid out, right?
Yeah.
You really tried. But he just kept on doing the same dumbass shit. Do you just leave him alone, or you just still gonna try to help him?
You still try to help? What you mean?
Like I'm not saying I'm gonna still help out. You know what I mean? I'm saying, is you just gonna accept that this is what he gonna be, and still try to help him out?
It depends
That's
on.
hard.
Like I'm gonna say this, because I get what you're saying. Because sometimes you gotta just be like, all right, I gotta step away. Right. Because sometimes kids grow into positions where they don't understand and they can't explain to you how to understand it.
Right.
So because of that, they're gonna go and do things and learn things ways that they can't give to you right off the bat. But in a few years he might be able to, in a few years it might be too late. But if he can only handle that by himself, that's just a position he gotta be able, you know what I'm saying, be in. And you can't fix that for him. That's something that you gotta understand.
Is that our fault though?
No, it's not your fault, but it's your fault to not give him nothing at all. If you gave him something and you let him, if you gave him something and he said, you know what, I'm taking what you gave me, but I'm gonna go do what I want to do.
Right.
That's on him.
Right.
I can't look at you and say you ain't doing enough. But what I'm saying is, if you looked at him and said, I got information I could have gave him, but I didn't, and then he went off and did something.
Oh, okay.
They got to utilize like all your options.
Yeah,
before
you know
actually
what I'm
I'm gonna take a step back.
Don't not be an option because you feel like it wasn't gonna work. Like my brother told me, he wanted me to do something for him, and I was like, man, I don't know, man. I ain't really confident in that. He was like, you can't tell me no because you scared. You gotta tell me no because you really don't want to do it. So you gotta tell me that you ain't helping because it really wasn't gonna work, or that ain't enough. You can't just say that you ain't helped just because you felt like it wasn't gonna work. Right. That ain't enough. You gotta be like, man, I tried to help and it didn't work. That's enough for me that you tried. You know what I'm saying? But it don't gotta be that deep because there's a lot of kids who just want somebody to communicate with.
Right. I agree.
Like, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of kids that just like, man, I like playing the game, but don't nobody like talking to me about the game. They want to talk to me about basketball. And I don't want to talk about basketball right now. I want to talk about 2K. I want to talk about playing the game and that. You know what I'm saying?
So did that go back to the train situation now? Damn.
But the thing is,
you just gave this shit out.
Me too.
Right now.
I ain't jump.
But I'm saying,
the train analogy is sometimes you might have to get off at somebody else stop. I mean, sometimes somebody might get off at their stop, and you might have to stay on your train to get to where you're going. You know what I'm saying? Like you might have to stay at. Say we get on the Anacostia, you might have to get off at LaFont, but I might have to get off at Gallery, so I gotta stay there. You know what I'm saying? And that's not personal to you, but it's just that's just how it works in life. Sometimes you just gotta get off a train, and I gotta keep going. And sometimes we can get off together. We can go to Gallery together, DuPont together. But right now, we can't. And that's just life. So yeah, it could be like that where you can look at the kid and be like, hey man, right now, you know what I'm saying, I gotta step away because you not allowing the options I'm providing you to work the way that it could work. If you're not allowing it, then I can't give you that. But if I'm giving it to you and you taking heed to it, then that's one thing. But if I'm giving it to you and you taking heed to it, and what it is making it worse, then that's my problem too, because I'm telling you something that's not helping the situation. You know what I'm saying? That's when you should step away also. If you feel like you can't give the information to help. If the information you giving is gonna make situations worse, then yeah, step away. But don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't just not give because you feel like, oh, them motherfuckers, fuck them little kids anyway. Them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how a lot of black people a lot of black men too look at the kids like that anyway. Like,
I agree.
they be at, you know what I'm saying? You see the kids at Anacostia and they wild, and you see these little motherfuckers. Blah, blah, blah. That's why they don't respect the OGs, because they can look at you and say that, oh, you don't respect us either. Like, you know what I'm saying? We was out here having fun because we kids and we just was loud. We wasn't doing nothing wrong. We just was loud, but you won't sit there and disrespect us like that. Oh, y'all little motherfuckers need to shut the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Now we feel disrespected. And now when you see the youngest disrespect the older people, then you like, oh, why they doing that? Why the youngest? It's because they ain't see no OGs get them respect either.
And that created the cycle, right?
Yeah, that's created the cycle right there. Well, nah, I ain't respecting none of y'all anyway.
Right.
And then it's, you know what I'm saying?
Now they disrespecting the youngest too, though. They real out like some of the OGs, they ain't really fucking with the younger generation.
Yeah, but they not, because they feel like, oh, our generation ain't do what y'all did, but they did. Name a generation that ain't got a snitch. Oh, they generation got the infamous snitches. You know what I'm saying? Them, they snitches go off and be, you know what I'm saying, the top snitches of all time. They made the most money and came back. You know what I'm saying? If we want to be honest. But that's the thing. Like, it's a road that they realize, oh, and a lot of OGs look at it. The good OGs say, oh, it's hating, other OGs hating. But really, it's just that they not in the time. They don't want to be in that time. They don't want to understand that the youngest is just young. You know what I'm saying? It's the energy. It's the energy. Everybody know when you young, you got energy. You feel it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, no, I want to go back to college. I want to have that energy I had in college. Right. You know what I'm saying? The things I would have been doing in college, that energy, I want that energy. You know what I'm saying? But I don't got that energy now. You know what I'm saying? I'm weak. Not aspect, but I'm like, you know, I'm tired. I'm tired. So when my niece come over and she like, Uncle, let's do this, let's do, and I'm like, bro, go upstairs. Like, go, let's go. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear about them because I'm tired that, you know, you be a little rested now. But that's the thing. So the OGs look at it as, you know what I'm saying, they in our way. Like, nah, bro, ain't nobody in nobody way. Right. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't look at some youngers. You should, like, they want to come and chill with you, hang with you. You should be influencing or telling them how to handle something, how to get. Like I told you earlier on,
got the nugget that they looking for.
Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I told you earlier on, like we ain't get no, hey y'all, stocks, bonds, this and this. We ain't get no this trade. Like I say, like I didn't really know what college was until it was actually time. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like, like I heard of it, like it was like presented to me through middle school and stuff, but it just was like, man, I ain't going to college. Like it wasn't presented in a way that it was gonna make me feel like, oh, I really want to go here. And then when it got time to go there, I was like, man, last second choice, just go. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. Like, ain't nobody give me no, hey, that's the way to do this. This how you do this. This how you fix this. This how you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody give us that. Our generation ain't get that. So we ain't had nothing to teach the younger generation. You know what I'm saying? Some of us in our generation got certain workshop classes and shit, or even from the neighborhood, you know, washing cars and learning little street tactics and stuff, you know, neighborhood smarts. But the generation under us, we ain't got nothing to give them, nothing to teach them. You know what I'm saying? So now, like, I feel like that they the ones that's looking at us and saying, all right, if y'all ain't got nothing for us, then hey, this is what we about to do. We about to go and just wing it. And then you get the disrespect, you get the ill-advised, you know what I'm saying, bullshit for real. Motherfuckers saying a lot of stuff that don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Or you get the depression and the kids who the kids who hate when you say something back to them but don't know how to shut the fuck up too. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel like, oh, I gotta at least say this because nobody ever had the chance to say nothing. Through all these generations, everybody had to just shut up. You know what I'm saying? So now they the youngins and they like, ain't nobody get to teach us nothing. I get to curse. I get to say this. I get to do this. Cause look through the generations. We done gave nothing. Don't nobody own nothing. We don't own nothing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So they like, all right, bet. Fuck y'all then. Y'all ain't give us nothing. Y'all just gonna be disrespectful to us. Y'all always telling us fuck y'all. Y'all always this, and this. You know what I'm saying? We ain't giving them that. So I feel like, yeah, we gotta start. We gotta be more interactive and be more there with them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I say it like that, but they're with them. You know what I'm saying? And provide and get them. You know what I'm saying? That energy, that family vibe for that community that we remember. The cookouts. It's on us now to throw the cookouts. You know what I'm saying? Throw the cookouts and have the parties and. You know what I'm saying? It's on us to do that. The have the block parties. You know what I'm saying? And the movie nights for the neighborhoods. That's on us. To have them feel like, all right, man, we could chill for the day. We don't gotta go and just be angry at the world every day. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's on our generation. But I know, you know what I'm saying? I know I be doing that a lot, going on tangents. You know what I'm saying? But I was thinking,
I like to listen. So
yeah.
But that's how I was just wanting to ask y'all. I wanted to ask y'all though, like how y'all feel. Do y'all think like the youth they got a chance, you know what I'm saying, and fixing that communication barrier?
No.
I think they do, bro. We had a chance, bro.
No, but the internet came like in the middle.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
They raised off the internet, so they don't know nothing but the internet.
That can help them though.
I mean, it could be. It's not saying it's an always bad thing, but they don't actually understand.
And then you gotta think about how the internet make people fake their
personality.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They in too deep.
That too. That's just on them. That's just them. Talking about the ones that really like.
I feel like it's rare to develop new social skills right now. Like it's hard. Like you know what I'm saying. Like
I understand when you come in person, you gotta come face to face. I do agree with that. I'm just saying that
it's like job interviews.
You gotta talk to people all the time.
You got Zoom job interviews.
Right.
I think it's beyond that. Just like
that's crazy.
And
I would have never thought that interviews would be virtual.
Because they supposed to feel your vibe, you know what I'm saying? They supposed to feel the type of person you is.
It's only doing it because sometimes it have to. Like now, it has to.
No, I get that, but I'm saying like it's so common for us to not even not even read the body language no more. That the kids don't got nothing to look at and say, oh, this how I'm supposed to look at people when they do it, or this how I'm supposed to do this with people. Like I learned certain stuff by watching other people interact too. So because they just on the phone and all they see is just aggression and anger, you know, or happiness or whatever it is,
they just see it for what it is compared to actually making their own judgment based off what they know.
You know
I get exactly what you mean.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? They don't learn that. So then when it presents itself in real life, it's panics. It's panic mode. They don't know how to handle that situation. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like they need to be provided that type of everyday life where they can provide. Like we kind of give people this thing of the benefit of if the world was perfect, then it'd be like this. Like, nah, you gotta actually teach the kids on a world that isn't perfect. The world isn't perfect.
Nowhere near perfect.
You know what I'm saying? So because of that, you could teach them to be good people, but understand that everybody's not gonna be exactly like you.
And now everybody's smoking too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Everybody's smoking now. So you're not really enjoying yourself. It's like we sit around, you get high.
It is what it is.
You get high and you just,
But I feel like that's a curse. Like that's a bad thing. Almost time. We got 2 minutes. Not for us, but for us. But yeah, I feel like it's a curse. Like you're sitting there. It's just you you drain everything about the actual personality out of people when you take away the actual interaction and the actual communication. And then when you can force feed them through algorithms like on Instagram whenever they just liking certain stuff. So if me, you, and him like uh Meek, Jay-Z, and Gilly the Kid, right? It'll be uh 75 billion just hip hop and Black Lives Matter and whatever. But if she just like stuff on Taylor Swift, she'll never see what we see. You know what I'm saying? Taylor Swift. Say Taylor.
Out of all people, you gonna choose her?
Oh, I say not Taylor Swift. Say
like Ari Lennox or something.
Ari Lennox, yeah, Ari Lennox, Queen Naja, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Georgia Smith, stuff like that.
It's two different genres.
You hear that? You won't like they won't see, it won't interact, right? So then you got now you will meet and y'all could be cool people if y'all ever would have talked, but because y'all algorithms don't ever interact or don't ever cross paths with in this one, because your algorithms don't. Oh shit, that was ghetto. Because your algorithms don't never cross paths, then when y'all meet, y'all personalities and y'all the way y'all communicate is different. The way y'all communicate is scary. You know what I'm saying? Like she feel like you too loud and aggressive because the music you listen to or because of whatever. It's like they just cut off. Not being able to communicate stop you from that culture clash, that culture creation, that culture, that melting pot. You know what I'm saying? It stops it when you can't communicate.
I agree, and also I think the good thing about their generation is like I had a friend like we was in like third grade and I know him since we was probably in kindergarten. He lived around my way, but like he couldn't read. Like now, usually they can write. Like they can write, they can spell, they can read. You know what I'm saying? That's another good thing. Good thing. Another thing is they can have when you create your Instagram and things like that. You kind of have your own, like it's yours. Like you customize it how you want. You know what I'm saying? So they get to understand the creativity and like they gift kind of earlier,
right?
Compared to like some people be 40 don't even know the purpose and things like that.
I say that I feel like I get on there and I'm all for everybody being for art and being paint and draw and music whatever. But when I get on the internet and I see that everybody got blonde eyebrows, it kind of throws me off. Like you don't be on TikTok enough. Like you don't see everybody got blonde eyebrows.
Yeah, be having this generation.
It's because it's like we the rebel, they the rebel generation. It's the rebel. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna dye our hair, we're gonna get the piercings because it's whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like it's not because that's what the soul is. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's more so a following, it's more so this our generation. It's like how we wore certain outfits like that made us feel like, or the chains or the you know what I'm saying, the earrings, like we had spinners, we remember spinners and shit, like that shit to them is the piercings, is the the hooks, the tattoos, the dyeing their hair, certain shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That emo look, you know what I'm saying? The eyeliners and shit. The eyeliners and shit. But that's what I'm saying. I feel like it could be that. It could be that that's just their trend. But I look at it and I see a lot of people but I see a lot of them is the ones that be deep into that depression and that hurt, that be looking for the communication that always sound like they can't find it, and then they start going into that way, like all right, just, and back in the day they used to say they was doing that for attention, getting tattoos and the piercings, and I feel like that still counts for today. You know what I'm saying, in a way. But to me it's just all about us trying to bridge that gap, because I feel like they're not gonna do it. And the more we don't do it, the more we don't help or try to bridge that gap, the further away they're gonna be. You know what I'm saying? And learning that communication wise. And I feel like when they become adults and they raising their kids, we're gonna see the effects of today. You know what I'm saying? we're gonna see like my nieces and nephews feeling like, man, they don't need to learn how to read because of the phones. Like my phone can tell me what words is. My phone can tell me how to spell it. I don't need to know how to spell it in my own head.
That's how they feel about college. I don't need to go to college. I can learn everything on my phone. I can go on YouTube.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. College was way more than just what I learned when I sat in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? The stuff that I learned by just being in the cultures, just being in the different places have been good. How y'all feel about that? The cultures class that y'all learned have been good, going up in that place where it was way different than what you thought. It was a PWI, predominantly white.
I don't think it was too. We seen them in the daytime. After about 3 o'clock, it's straight niggas. And I say niggas.
We got chairs.
Like,
we was deep.
Because Katie was there.
Yeah, no bullshit.
KD.
Zach. There's a couple white people.
Yeah,
there.
know what I'm saying. And during the school. During actual school time.
I'm talking about in the dorms.
It was probably like
we definitely
3.
out. Not like
we outnumbered them.
We did. Not like it's a war thing, but like you know, there wasn't too many of them.
But how y'all feel about like that? Just that clash though, like that understanding the difference of being down in the city and going up there. When you get up there, it's no sidewalks, but it's no trash.
Yeah.
I hated that. If you didn't have a car, no, everything was so far and stuff. Like if you ain't have a car, you was out of luck.
Oh shit,
man, we was going to hike, man. Shout out to my man. My man was walking with us, man. Tell we walking.
Yeah.
Remember we walked to Green Turtle?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That was cute.
Remember they was walking to the store when we first got there and we seen the rain make its way towards us.
Like the rain
was like far away, but you could still see it. It was like coming towards us. Like it was like dry.
That was the first time we was like, oh wow, it's different up here. It's different up here.
It was probably like at least our first week or something.
Yeah, first week. It was like the third day.
Dang.
Yeah.
Shop and spend more, man.
I mean, I would y'all live up there?
When I get older, but I don't want to be around like people who don't really like black people.
Yeah.
But like the area, yeah, definitely. But
I probably like rent a house up there and go there occasionally, like for holidays and stuff.
What I would do is though, for real, is I'd probably rent out houses up there and rent them out to students for off-campus houses, like for money.
Yeah, that's how I like that too.
Yeah, like take their refund checks.
It's a hustle.
Wow.
It's a hustle. It's a hustle.
Yeah, it's a hustle.
What'd you say?
It's a hustle.
Mm-hmm.
When it hits with that deposit.
I like that. I like them there, man.
Yeah.
I feel like I was surprised that a lot of them gave more effort to learn than I expected. Because the church, when you go to the church and you realize like a lot of them gave even a home space, you know what I'm saying, in a house. Just to learn different.
You're not that bad.
You know what I'm saying? Just to learn different stuff. I respected that. You know what I'm saying? So I
because all they know, like I told you that time we was at the Wishcombe house and they was asking like cars and it was like it was like a Lamborghini, like because that's what they see black people like the sports cars, like the fast cars.
But that's what I say. I think one girl told me all thing they ever watched up there was all that they ever seen of black people was Love and Hip Hop. And I'm like, that's embarrassing because that's like I don't even watch Love and Hip Hop, so I can't even tell you nothing that happened on there. But that's what I'm saying. Like if she telling me that's my lifestyle. Like that's what she know me for. And I'm like, I don't know nothing that they do on there. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not my life. Like I'm not in the club with the bitches. You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing. And you introduce yourself and they be like, oh, you like this too, banana bread and and stupid shit like that. You like, bro, that's just regular ass.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You realize, or they realize, like, oh, that bridge is broken because, like I said, what they learning up there, they not learning nothing that we looking at, nothing that we learning. They got no reference, no connection. So when you get up there, they automatically scared. They automatically like, oh shit, what they gonna do? I see you on Love and Hip Hop, man.
I feel like up there they're a little more advanced as far as like independence than we are.
You say you do up there?
Yeah, like they get married at like 20. You know what I'm saying? Like they got their own place or like 20. You know what I'm saying? Like they get their car at like 15.
But it's just the opportunities too, though.
No, I think it's not. I think that's.
I'm talking about just the parent, like the land, the money that they, or not the money, the it's the culture. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's the culture. Yeah.
But I'm saying like that. That's
because
they provide for the generation that's next. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they living for like the shit that they do is so open. It's like open hearted. It's like
I
it's
agree.
young. It's country. Like it's you know
I agree.
what I'm
That's a culture thing, but I think it's just something that's what they do. So, like you say, they got the money, the resources to do it, but most of them don't.
No, I don't mean like the money to just have house for each family. What I'm saying is the resources and shit to do is the culture of it. Like the like if we get young, I mean we get married at 18, 19, everybody like these.
Yeah, I agree
like,
with the culture part.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I mean by they can afford that. Like they can afford the family vibe. The families is open for that. Our families automatically. I don't know that. I don't know that. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't afford to just bring people home and be like, yeah, or we can't like the way they connect for schools. Each person, each family know each family. You know what I'm saying? So they can afford to go with such and such and be okay with that. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't like we going with such and such from across the street. Her mother might not like my cousin, aunt, sister from such and such, and that's gonna play a big part. I can't afford to go with her because she fought my what's her name or my sister ex-husband. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like they more family oriented.
Yeah,
I was about to say
it is, and that's what I'm saying. Like they can afford.
Because they all know each other.
They can afford to take them. I feel like marriage is a risk. Like because you got to spend your rest of your life with this person. They can afford that. They can afford to take that risk with that person because they know them for the rest of their. I mean, they know them for this long time. The family's been connected. You know what I'm saying? They've been in church with each other this whole time.
Yeah, I agree. I'm talking about like beyond that, like just beyond marriage, like everything.
Like
everything is like you know what I'm saying? Like most of them, they had cars. You know what I'm saying? Like like some people were like.
Oh yeah, license and shit. They was young.
They like
14,
I got
15,
Uber. Like,
nah,
you gotta get your license. Like you gotta.
Ain't no Uber up there.
Like 10th grade, bro. You gotta start looking for that license so you can get yourself back from school. Cause I gotta go do this. It's just
it's a way of life.
And I feel like that's what I mean. Like they a little more advanced, and then they actually understand how to work hard and how to budget and how you know what I'm saying. Like think about like my secret sister. You see, like she got her own house. You know, what I'm saying? Like she becoming a teacher. You know what I'm saying?
They on their grind.
Like they. You know what I'm saying? But it's a culture. Like I said, it's the culture. It's the culture of there is different. Like down here, it's like, all right, well, I work at McDonald's, stay with my mother. Not like McDonald's is bad, but
they got them too.
Yeah,
they got them too.
Yeah, they do, but it's you see more people getting it together more up there.
In a way, it's like. You could tell that whatever it is that they're doing up there is because they want to. That's what it is. Like it's whatever it is they're doing. Like whether it's I'm at home with my mom for 5 days a week because she need help with this, and this. It's because they want to. It's not. You know what I'm saying? It's like everything seems like they generally just want to do whatever it is that they're doing.
Their own choices.
You know what I'm saying? But that could be outside looking in. They probably hate that shit. You never know. It could be the same.
But I think the culture's so strong that they don't know.
They don't know. It's one somebody was saying up there. They was like, I just don't. I would never go down, in the city because I just hate it. It's just to me. I just feel like it's just too many lights. And I'm like, man, if that's all you think about is just the lights, like you know what I'm saying? That's the least.
That's nothing.
Like that's
the
least.
They say the first time saying traffic, they deal with traffic.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But that people do. I deal with traffic every day coming from work.
Yeah.
But that's something that's something my mind already wrapped around when I leave work. Like, all right,
population was like 14,000. Yeah. When we in DC,
it's like you in a different world. To be honest,
million people and shit. So.
And then I think to learn how to like how we go to Walmart, you kind of YouTube things. They kind of like learn things on their own. Like I ain't gonna go pay nobody to build this. I'm gonna go build it myself. Me and my son, we can go out there and build it. It's like that's something that.
But that's what I'm saying. We don't teach that to our kids.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say.
To pass that down. Well, they teach their kids how to hunt, how to do certain things.
Shoot a gun.
And we just be like, man, whatever. Right. We don't need to learn how to hunt. Ain't no deers around here. We want. You know what I'm saying? But that's just something, a way of life for them that, you know what I'm saying? That's why their guns is more important to them than to us. We know what we want ours for the nigga down the street. Well, they want theirs because they want meat. They want they you know what I'm saying? They dinner.
They start saving a lot of money. Shooting their own deers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Teach them independence. That's what I see.
That's what I was saying. That's all what I'm saying.
Yeah, independence.
The fields with the corn and stuff.
But that's because we don't know how to teach independence. They teach independence a different way than we teach independence. What we teach independence is I do everything for you until you turn 18, and then you go and do whatever the fuck you is for your life. And then some parents don't even do that. Some parents just I raised you enough by giving you food and a place to stay. Now you 18, go learn how to do some shit by yourself. Where they parents help you and move with you. You know what I'm saying? Until them certain
They
situations.
kind of like, I think they take like baby steps.
We don't do that. We don't do
I feel
that.
like they teach them like they teach nobody young.
But that's
because
because
it's like a picture.
But it's not even like a job when they learn things.
They doing it because they want to. It's their choice.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's because we don't know how to teach. We teach. No, it's not even that. It's not that we don't know how to teach. It's that we teach from the black eye. So the black eye is we don't got time to waste. You need to learn this now. You need to be on it now. So when you turn 18,
I'm not gonna be here forever.
I'm not gonna be here forever. You automatically need to be expected to be on this level. You know what I'm saying? Where they done took year by year, learn how to drive at 14. You know, at 15, you learn how to, build a birdhouse and do this.
Yeah, but I don't feel like it's that like strategic. I think it's just natural.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not strategic.
We can get these laws where you go ride that stuff up the street, don't crash. You know what I'm saying? It's like
it's not strategic, but it's more of a tradition. It's more
generational.
That is so conscious. It's so. This is what you supposed to do. That's what I'm
saying. Like it's not on purpose. Yeah, it's not on purpose. Like how you say with us, like it's like kind of like you don't learn how to do. You know, it's, like I say, it's a
no. We don't. No, I was saying that's what they do. Like it's automatically in their head that this is what I want to do for my kid is going to know how to do this at 14 because that's what you just supposed to know how to do. Where to us is whenever the time comes for me to teach you or whenever the time comes for you to learn it, that's just is what it is. And if you just don't learn, if you don't learn it or I don't get to teach it to you, then you just supposed to learn how to do this shit somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like I was watching something and somebody asked the black lady, he was like, what is it that you want from a black man? And she was like, I want him to be this, and this. And he was like, did you teach your son how to be that? And she was like, no. And she was like, so how could you expect your son to be something that you wanted him to be and you didn't teach him that? You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Like they can look at their kid and be like, I'm proud of my son because he's strong, this, and this, because that's how I taught him. If our parents, you know what I'm saying, they can say that, but then if you really look at it, like what is it that you really taught me, other than to just be emotional about it, or other than to just be angry, or what did you really teach me? You know what I'm saying? And but yeah, that's what I feel like. I feel like our problem is we gotta, like you say, without it feeling like it's a job, where it's genuine, where it's natural, where we just helping our kid, helping the kids. Hey, you want to learn how to do this? You know what I'm saying? Just teaching them, just because we doing it. Oh yeah, I'm doing stocks or whatever. Yeah, young. When you get older, if you paying attention, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like Joyce and her father, like they had this real big house they built themselves.
Yeah,
like it's like man, like but that's something they all like. They all did that. They all did it, but I don't think they looked at it as a job. It's kind of like we got to start
for the family. It's for the family. It's for us.
Yeah, but they was grown.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, for us.
Compared to, I'm like, I ain't been who, like I'm not.
Whereas us, is we like, yeah, man.
We can pay somebody they charge this much,
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, because we wasn't taught that mentality.
But now them kids know how to do it on their own. They can like
kids.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They kids.
Not our kids.
No, not our. I'm talking they kids.
Yeah. But that's the problem.
And I remember he told me one time, he was like, yeah, I can show you. Come over here this summer. We can show you how to do some things.
Yeah.
It's good to know. Like I feel like it's. I ain't into all that getting sweaty.
That's the thing though. That's something that you could have been teaching your kids.
That's interesting.
Yeah, but he told me, he was like,
and it's a learning experience too.
That's why I'm happy being blamed one hunting.
I like doing stuff.
That's why I'm happy being blamed one hunting.
Yeah, that was a good experience.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Like all that. I remember they had their own maple syrup.
Yeah,
like they made, you know what I'm saying? Like they got the eggs. Eggs you buy from the store for $2. They go in the back and just go in the little thing and grab.
Everything's fresh. Wow.
Yeah. So.
And the thing is, you realize when they asking us questions, they asking me certain stuff, and I'm like, man, how could y'all be asking me this? Like, how could y'all not see it? But the thing is, they live in their own way. They live in their own way so much that nothing else is visible to them. You know what I'm saying? Like I was talking to your father about like rich people and how rich people prey on the poor. And he was saying like, man, not all rich guys, because he was defending himself. Like, man, like the money I'm making, man, I ain't doing that to people. I ain't doing it. And I'm like, listen, I ain't talking about like you do. You're rich. The way you make your money, like, you know what I'm saying? You'll wake up every day and put the pedal to the metal type shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the Walmart CEOs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about niggas who is billionaires. Right, but they looking at it like that, like family. If it's about money for them, then it's about the money. Like it's about real estate. It's about we're not learning none of that shit. We learning just to be angry about outfits. You know what I'm saying? It's honest, bro. We ain't learning the angry shit to be about. Like we ain't learning to be mad about that the house across the street costs $700,000. You know what I'm saying? And for me, but for Sarah, that motherfucker gonna cost $558. We ain't worried about that. We worried about why the fuck Tay got on phones and I can't buy phones today.
That's
for
real.
That's, you know what I'm saying? That's really me the thing.
Sad, but it's true.
That shit blow me, and I feel like nobody is ever saying nothing. You know what I'm saying?
You read about the wrong things.
Like that shit blow me. I don't know, man. I know I'm talking. I don't know what the day was. On the right, I just touch. How y'all feel, man? How y'all feel? We can go ahead. All right, man. I appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all go and follow us on YouTube. Brain Flood on YouTube. You can look at other episodes of Gush Talk. You can follow Miss Lay on her platforms at. Oh, my fault.
I'm doing something. I'm sorry.
It's _ melanin.beauty. And
__
I said that.
No, it's after too.
Oh,
in the beginning and at the end.
_ melanin.beauty _ on all platforms. Follow my man Big Monte on all platforms. Follow Wall Street Quan on all platforms. Follow me, Screech the God, SCREECHDAGOD.
That's good.
Not playing, I know I spell.
I try one.
Hey, all y'all get up for
and
Bitcoin.
make sure y'all go follow Neek Eats, NIQUEATS. Oh, EATS. Damn. Neek Eats on Instagram. We appreciate y'all for coming, following, looking, viewing. Make sure y'all come back next week. We see y'all later.
Peace.
Peace.